Hey, this is Steve for myothercareer.wordpress.com, and today I'm going to do a little bit of a different video. I got a Flip Mino HD camera for Christmas, and I thought I would show you a little bit of my morning. It's about 7:30. December 29th, and I'm heading off to work. This is a little later than I usually leave to beat traffic. Usually I'm on the road by like 6:30, but since it's the holiday break, Jesus, that woman's fat. Since it's the holiday break, I don't need to leave quite as early because the notorious Atlanta traffic is pretty light this week with a bunch of kids out of school and a lot of people home for vacation. But since I don't have any kids, I don't usually take any time off, even though my wife's out of school. She's a teacher and she's got the week off, but I like to save my time and do a week here and there over the summer while she's on summer break. So, okay, well, this is my little neighborhood. As with most of America, I moved into well, not most of America, but a good portion of people who bought homes in the last 5 years. I moved into a new development that was under construction right at the end of the first phase, and all 4 of the builders went out of business before they finished the 3rd phase. So my development's about 3/4 of the way finished. Fortunately, you don't know it until you go down to some of the real far back streets. But yeah, to say that's been a pain while I've been trying to sell my house is an understatement. I bought a house I could afford with a 30-year fixed mortgage, doing it the right way, and because of everybody who did it the wrong way, I can't sell my house, because I got people who were foreclosed selling their home for 60 grand less, and these are not expensive houses. So we're just gonna have to wait until we can move into a nicer house, market picks up, whatever. And I live pretty close to the highway, which is nice, because in the morning I don't get stuck in too much traffic. But that light I just turned from before they put that in, this left turn lane that I'm sitting at, used to back up past my subdivision, and no one likes to let you in the morning. So it could take a while just to get up to this light here. This intersection is all new. It used to be 1 lane. Okay. Alright, we are coming up to I-575. I live about 30 miles north of Atlanta, so I got a bit of a hike to get into work. One of the reasons I leave in the morning is to avoid most of rush hour traffic, but I don't always get so lucky. One accident can screw up my entire morning. Okay. Actually pretty lucky. It's relatively sunny. Usually it's pitch black when I'm going into work. Even in the summer after daylight savings time kicks in. But I don't know if it's the entire southeast or just the south or just Atlanta. it's the rainy season in the winter. And more often than not, the skies are all cloudy anyways, so even when the sun is up like this, it's still dark. A lot of really aggressive drivers around here in very large vehicles. I'm in the minority driving a sedan right now. Most people have expeditions like what's in front of me, or trucks. They love the tailgate. They like to drive them around like they're sports cars. And frankly, they cause most of the accidents. During rush hour, if you see an accident, more likely than not, one SUV to two SUVs are involved. A lot of times it's kids driving them. You might think this is kind of dangerous, but really I'm just holding the camera up. I'm not looking at it, so it's just like I'm resting my... It's not really dangerous at all. It's not like talking on the phone. I'm not looking at the camera. So. But yeah, this is an example of as good as traffic gets here. If I were to leave at this time, 7:35 right now, say on a normal week, from the second I've gotten on this highway all the way to where it merges with I-75, it would be bumper-to-bumper traffic. Average speed probably 5 miles an hour. It can take upwards of an hour and a half to travel the 11 miles on I-575 I live. That just gives you a taste of what Atlanta traffic's like. Anybody who lives in Los Angeles, you have an even better idea what horrible traffic is like. DC's bad, Chicago's bad, New York's bad. But when it comes to traffic in the South, nothing beats Atlanta. And this is the suburbs. I mean, this isn't even downtown, which is even worse. 18 lanes of traffic just stopped for no reason. Find traffic jams. I grew up in Detroit, and Detroit's traffic jams are usually because someone's dead, because they were driving 800 miles an hour and they smashed into a wall or something. Atlanta traffic jams are weird because they can start just because there's one lane merging from the right on an on-ramp. No one knows how to merge here. They don't accelerate, and if you're in the right lane, you don't open space to leave for the person to come in. And that one lane merging on the right can cause 6 lanes to back up, and I've never seen anything like that until I moved up here. And that'll cause a traffic jam. Actually, that always causes traffic jam. Or people sit in the left-hand lane and just sit there going, like the speed limit, and that'll back everything up because then everybody has to pass on the right. And that person just is completely oblivious. Usually they're on their phone, but not always. Sometimes they just don't care. But yeah, I mean, if traffic was like this every day, I wouldn't care at all. But this is a best case scenario. The only times traffic's smoother than this is if I work for whatever reason on like a federal holiday or something. But since I'm a state employee, I get most of those off as well. Like this guy. This guy should be in the left-hand lane. The speed limit's 65, and he's going 65. And he's slowing down, too, which is ridiculous. Oh, big surprise, it's a mom.
Make sure you eat your McDonald's Egg McMuffin, my fat little kid. So you can be big and fat like Mom.
It's a gigantic obesity problem up here, too. I mean, I'm not talking chubby. I'm talking fucking so fat you're oozing out of your seat fat. And it's everywhere up here. So I have like the fat people sound. Ha 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 ha. They just kind of waddle around. You look in their shopping carts and it's full of instant pizzas and fried foods. And I hear that, oh, it's hard to eat healthy. No, it's not. Just stop eating so much shit. You don't need 15 gallons of soda. Drink water or juice. Sugar-free juice. It's not hard not to be grotesquely obese. I'll give you some slack just because you're overweight. But when you're, 70, 80 pounds overweight, it's something you're doing. It's not society. Alright, well, I'm over the time limit. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. But now that I got this camera, I expect a lot of random videos. And I hope everybody had a safe holiday and enjoy the new year.